Looking for a dual sport bike that does justice both on the tarmac and the trails? Today we compare two contenders, the Hero Xpulse 210 and the Kawasaki KLX 230. Which one offers more value? Which one is better suited for your riding style? Let's find out. First, a quick context. The Xpulse 210 is Hero's new adventure dual sport oriented model, which is an upgrade from the older Xpulse 200. The KLX 230 is Kawasaki's dual sport offering aimed at serious trail use, now more aggressively priced in India. On paper, they serve somewhat different philosophies. One leans more toward a balanced adventure machine, the other toward lightweight, trail-capable dual sport, but they are close enough to invite a direct comparison. When it comes to performance, both the Hero Xpulse 210 and the Kawasaki KLX 230 take very different approaches. The Xpulse 210 is powered by a 210cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine that delivers around 24.6 PS at 9,250 rpm and 20.7 Nm of torque at 7,250 rpm. It's a modern setup with DOHC and 4 valves, aimed at providing strong mid to top-end performance. On the other hand, the KLX 230 uses a slightly larger 233cc air-cooled engine, producing roughly 19 PS of power and 19 Nm of torque. While it makes less power on paper, the KLX's engine is tuned for smooth, linear torque delivery and simplicity, ideal for off-road control and reliability. Weight is where the Kawasaki really pulls ahead. The KLX 230 weighs just around 139 kg, making it significantly lighter, nearly 30 kg less than the Xpulse 210. Which tips the scale at around 168 to 170 kg. This weight difference gives the KLX a clear advantage when maneuvering through tight trails or tricky off-road sections, where agility matters most. In terms of dimensions, the KLX 230 offers a tall seat height of about 880 mm and an impressive 255 mm of ground clearance, making it an ideal trail machine but slightly intimidating for shorter riders. The Xpulse 210 in comparison has a seat height of around 830 mm and 220 mm of ground clearance, offering a more balanced setup that suits both adventure touring and city riding. Fuel capacity is another area where the Hero shines. The Xpulse 210 comes with a 13-liter tank compared to the KLX's smaller 7.5-liter unit. That means the Xpulse offers much better range and practicality for longer rides or touring. Overall, the Xpulse 210 takes the lead in outright power, on-road performance and range, while the KLX 230 fights back with its featherlight build, superior ground clearance and effortless off-road handling. It's a classic case of power and practicality versus lightness and purpose-built agility. In terms of features and hardware, the Xpulse 210 comes well equipped for its class. It offers full LED lighting, projector headlamp and signature DRLs, a choice of instrument cluster. Top variant gets a 4.2-inch TFT display with smartphone connectivity for turn-by-turn navigation, along with call and SMS alerts, and multiple ABS modes which includes road, off-road and rally modes, while the base trim has single-channel ABS. Its suspension is long travel, 210mm front and 205mm rear, paired with 21-inch front and 18-inch rear wheels, pedal disc brakes at both ends, and the engine is paired with a 6-speed gearbox and assistant slipper clutch for smoother shifts. On the other hand, the KLX 230 keeps a more trail-focused hardware setup. While not as feature-rich in terms of smartphone connectivity, it still offers a sleek LCD dash with smartphone tethering via Bluetooth and call integration, dual-channel ABS, which can often be turned off for off-road use, dual LED lighting, 4 gaiters and an upswept exhaust. The suspension travel is generous, thanks to the 37mm telescopic front forks with 240mm travel and a unitrack rear unit with preload adjustability and a travel of 250mm. In summary, the Xpulse 210 offers more modern connectivity and usability features such as smart TFT display, multiple ABS modes, and road touring friendly kit. Whereas the KLX 230 emphasizes rugged dual sport hardware and simplicity, ideal for more dedicated trail use. In everyday use, the Xpulse 210 impresses with its smoothness and versatility. On the highway, you will find a comfortable cruising pace around 75 to 80 km per hour, where the engine feels relaxed and it remains largely vibration-free until higher revs. Riders report that it handles broken roads and rough patches with confidence, giving a pleasant ride in urban or mixed conditions. That said, the heavier weight and slightly buzzy feel above 100 km per hour make it less ideal as full-on highway cruiser. On the off-road front, it does quite well for weekend trail use and encourages exploration, though hardcore trail riders might find it lacks the lightness and extreme agility of dedicated dirt bikes. In contrast, the KLX 230 shines when you take it off the beaten path. Its low weight, long travel suspension and naked dual sport geometry mean that whether you are navigating potholes in the city, twisting gravel tracks or forest trails, it feels remarkably confident and nimble. In city traffic, its narrow build and upright posture make it easy to filter and maneuver. On trails, you'll appreciate how it soaks up bumps and reacts agilely. However, it shows its limitations on highways. cruising speeds above 80 to 90 km per hour feel strained, vibrations become more noticeable, and a small fuel tank means more frequent stops. Also, for taller or less experienced riders, the high seat height can be a factor in shorter leg reach situations. In summary, if your day-to-day is a mix of city, highway and occasional off-road, the Xpulse 210 gives more of the all-rounder feel. If your riding time is heavily skewed towards adventurous trail use, off-road excursions, and you don't mind compromising a bit on long-haul road comfort or average speed, the KLX 230 brings the fun and lightness for the dirt lover. The ex-showroom price of the Hero Xpulse 210 in its base variant is 1,62,065 rupees, while the KLX 230 is listed at 1,84,000. That gives the Xpulse a clear head start in affordability. There is a gap of about 22,000 on ex-showroom figures alone. When you factor in on-road costs like insurance, registration, taxes, and local city premiums, the difference may widen a bit further depending on your location. What does this mean for value? The Xpulse 210 is delivering a very competitive package. You get a modern dual-sport machine with a decent power output, a large fuel tank, useful features, and versatility, all while keeping the price more accessible. The KLX 230, though more expensive, justifies its premium by bringing trail-focused hardware, lighter weight, and rugged capability. For buyers whose priority is off-road performance, that extra cost might be justified. But for those wanting a more balanced all-rounder with on-road capability and better range, the Xpulse 210 likely gives stronger value for many users, especially in city or mixed riding environments. So, which one should you pick? If you lean more toward mixed riding, highway, travel, occasional trails, go Xpulse 210. It gives you more flexibility, better comfort, and better range. If you already ride off-road often, want minimal weight, simpler mechanics, and don't mind the trade-offs on-road, the KLX 230 is your pick. If possible, try test rides on both the bikes. The feel, ergonomics, and control in trails will guide your instinct. Thanks for joining me in this head-to-head comparison between the Hero Xpulse 210 and the Kawasaki KLX 230. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment below which one would you pick and why. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.